Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky's desperation is showing. His latest address to the public indicated that he believed Ukraine and Russia would need more than the 30-day ceasefire he agreed to last week to come to a peace deal. He then doubled down, demanding more money and support from Europe to get the deal done.
Can't be for sure that 30 days are enough for that. I think that from our side it will be enough. But when we have three parties, three sides, and we'll do everything to have not three but four sides to be Europe to be included as well, and I would like us to be supported by the partners. It's important for us because, let's be honest, who will fund the support of Ukraine? Who will help in funding of our army? And where will Ukraine be in the security guarantees and its economic component of this guarantees? That depends on European Union. The help is Europe. I mean financial support of the army and the recovery of Ukraine. The whole world wants that, and maybe the whole world will do that, but we rely upon, first and foremost, upon Europe and America. And that is why I think that who we are relying upon, those have to be the subjects of the deal. Europe, the United States, and we, the ones who are at war, Ukraine and Russians. That's what I think. And then maybe not 30 days, maybe a bit longer.
This is in contrast to Zelensky's initial acceptance of an unconditional ceasefire with Russia just days ago.
Ми готові зробити такий крок. Сполучені Штати Америки мають переконати Росію зробити це. Тобто ми погоджуємось, і якщо русські погодяться, в той самий момент тиша запрацює.
Online commentators have had enough of Zelensky's flip-flopping and reliance on Europe and America to survive, with this person saying, Ukraine's President Zelensky is walking back on the 30-day ceasefire, now suggesting more time may be needed for a peace deal. Zelensky is deeply concerned about financial support for Ukraine and its military. Zelensky also is pushing for major financial aid to rebuild the country, relying heavily on Europe and the US to foot the bill. Zelensky wants your money for the war and for the reconstruction of his country. And this person agreed, saying Ukraine's President Zelensky seems to be having a change of heart on the 30-day ceasefire. He wants more funding to be part of the deal so he can use it to rebuild the country. It's always about getting someone else's money with this guy. Zelensky's change in attitude comes after Vladimir Putin agreed to the idea of a ceasefire last week.
We agree with the propositions to stop hostilities, but we proceed from the fact that such ceasefire should be such that would lead to a permanent peace and remove the initial, original causes of the crisis.
President Trump confirmed this over the weekend, saying negotiations with Russia are going reasonably well.
US President Donald Trump says negotiations on a ceasefire proposal are going reasonably well with Russia as the American leader attempts to help end the war in Ukraine. In an interview, Mr. Trump admitted he was being sarcastic when he declared he could resolve the war within 24 hours if elected as US president. He is seeking to win President Vladimir Putin's support for a 30-day ceasefire proposal which Ukraine accepted last week. While details of the talks were kept under wraps, Mr. Trump believes negotiations are so far so good.
I think it's going reasonably well. It's a very complex situation. You know, it's a bloody, terrible war, and I do think it's going well. As you know, we have a ceasefire agreement with the Ukrainian group, and we are trying to get that with Russia too. And I think thus far it's gone okay. We'll know a little bit more on Monday, and that'll be hopefully good.
But whilst President Trump is trying to broker peace between Russia and Ukraine, it seems European leaders are trying their best to draw out this war.
And we won't sit back and wait for Putin to act. Instead, we will keep pushing forward. So the group I convened today is more important than ever. It brings together partners from across Europe, as well as Canada, Australia and New Zealand, with backing from others too, including Japan. We agreed we will keep increasing the pressure on Russia, keep the military aid flowing to Ukraine, and keep tightening the restrictions on Russia's economy.
This commentator slammed the UK leader, saying Keir Starmer, who rejects peace with Russia and whose country has urged Ukraine to continue fighting, frames the UK as a peacemaker and the Zelensky regime as the party of peace. Fully Orwellian.
So recently, we are getting Donald Trump, Zelensky, each but hopeful that so what's let's see and let's see that what the job